Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 15 properties, and I bought a bed last night. No, I really didn't. No, I didn't do that. I don't even have a headboard, actually. I've lived in my house for like 10 years, and we haven't bought a headboard yet. So one day, we'll get to that. In the meantime, let's talk about some homes. Now, even me, I get things wrong sometimes because, people were buying these units at $1,380 cost. In Viva Phase 1, they were probably paying like $230, $240 for them. I said, no, these aren't good. Stacked townhouses. Why would you buy that? Just buy a condo apartment or buy a condo townhouse. They kind of fit this weird little space that I couldn't figure out. Meanwhile, the price has doubled since they bought them, which was probably, maybe 5 years ago. So they've actually done really well. This is the upper floor unit. So the way they're split up is you have the front door, then you come up some stairs. That's your main level. That's your upstairs. And then you have another person who lives here, and then they have the basement level too. So these units are normally about sort of 1,250 square feet. There's 2 bedrooms and 2 full washrooms upstairs. Bedrooms are on opposite sides of the upper floor, and there's laundry. So they've sold for $500,000 before. $449,000. I think they're going to do pretty well. Now, Haxton Heights, $585,000. It's an Emery model. It's going to sell for sure over $600,000, but you've got hardwood floors throughout, main floor and upstairs. I don't know if those placemats really add much to that bar area, but here's the thing. In the description, I'll go through the pictures there. 3 bedrooms, pretty standard, nice design for a townhouse. But they say, ask about our $1,500 painting credit to choose designer colors of your choice. I think when you do that, and I've seen it done with hardwood floors, countertops, that kind of thing, it's almost like admitting weakness. And I don't really see how it would kind of line up because, you've got a lineup of buyers for most homes, including this one. I just don't think you have to give that up. I think that it sounds really good. But the dynamic of having 6 or 7 buyers probably looking to buy this home on offer night, do you need to? I don't know. And it's just, I've never been about that. I think you put it at the price. You don't have any of these credits or any sort of gimmicks or anything like that. You put it at the price. People have to see for themselves that it's good value. So anyway, we all have different thoughts, but that's mine about credits. I don't like them personally. Now, one of my absolute favorite parts of Milton is this little stretch of forest in front of Onley Lane. Now, they probably could have built homes, but they left this little patch, and you can even see it if you go on the Madami website. There's a background video on the website that shows this little walking path right in front of these townhouses. So, the home itself, I think you can find pretty much anywhere. It's not like there's decent stuff inside, but it's you wait till next week, probably find something similar to this. But what I like, and it's right beside right beside Bronte, not Derry. And so it'll be a little bit loud, but this little stretch right here is great. And these homes do not have backyards. So they have that. They have basically a porch or a patio right above the garage that walks out off the kitchen. But this could become your backyard. So in many ways, this plus that, there's a lot of open space if kids want to kick a ball around, toss a baseball. Sunnymount Park is just down the road. Like, you can walk there in 2 or 3 minutes. So I do like the location. I think this one, even compared to the inside units, having that side yard is a big, big deal. So we see these units typically sell, this one's not quite as upgraded, but we see them sell anywhere from $650 to $700, and I could see this one doing the same and making up for some of the, carpets and things like that. I could see them making up for that with where it is. But then you have the busy street factor too. You've got Bronte right beside. It's an interesting one. Definitely $650 to $700 is where this one's going. So we got a couple of pools in today's list. This one's $699.9 McNabb, 3 bedroom. Now it says +1. It looks like there's a little basement apartment. And inside the home, that's a weird kind of front door, it's really off to the side. I don't know if they built the closet out. But yeah, the home is, I don't want to say forgettable, but there's nothing amazing about the home itself. They've done laundry on the main floor because they have another laundry set up down below. But here's one way to look at this, is that if you could make, let's say in the basement, you could, let's say you're renting the basement for $900. Each $100,000 on a mortgage is about $450 a month. So if you had a $500,000 mortgage, $450 times 5, that's roughly what your monthly payment is. So getting $900 in income is like you're paying $200,000 less on your mortgage. So even though you might pay $700 for this or more, but let's just say you bought it for $700, it's going to feel like you're paying for a $500,000 house. So it's good when you can get it, plus the pool. So I think there's some unique things in here that'll definitely draw some attention. Now this is one of our favorite floor plans, 299 Lederman 759.9. It's called a Madami Plan 4. It's on a 34-foot lot, 2-car parking in the driveway. This is a front room, kids' playroom, home office, living room, whatever you want it to be. And then the rest of the home is pretty much open concept. Dining, family, and then kitchen. You can see that's the family room, kitchen with the eat-in area over here. So there's a pantry in the kitchen. There's also 3 bedrooms plus a loft upstairs. And then there's a really well done finished basement with a separate room off to the side that's used as an exercise room. And there's also a bathroom in the basement as well. I thought the description on this one on Walsh is pretty funny. So nestled in the demanding Beatty neighborhood. So Beatty, you're breaking my back here. You're demanding. Anyway, here's the thing. If you have a kind of a red-pink brick color, probably the worst thing you could do is paint a peach-colored trim along with a garage. Then you don't put red shingles on. That's, man, it's tough. So right away, the outside, people, I say this all the time. It's like you start off with a certain number. Like someone's going to pull up to the curb and they're going to say, I've even seen where people say, just keep driving. I don't even want to see this home. But they start with a rating. So now I'm going to say, okay, well now I'm at a 4 out of 10. Then I'm going to come inside the house. I'm going to say, okay, what do I think of how it looks? Okay, maybe it's up to a 6. But the point is there's a rating system that happens as people are looking at homes. And if you don't land them at like an 8, 9, or a 10, they're not buying your house. So by starting your curb appeal low, it makes it harder. Now you have pretty much every color of the rainbow in here. You also see these very heavy draperies. I'm just about to sell a bungalow in Toronto, and there's a lot of original stuff in there, wood paneling. And what I said is that you can do a lot in this home by just cleaning up your stuff and taking your window coverings off. Leave the blinds on, but take those drapes and get them off. It looks better without. So same thing with these homes. You got to take these heavy curtainy drape stuff. It looks fine when you live there. When you sell, you got to let that light in. And you got to keep it simple too. So granite counters, there's some finishes. And the backyard, there's another pool in this one that I think is really nice looking, and it's not easy to find pools in this neighborhood. Pink carpets. Again, this stuff here, it's just not adding anything to the appeal. I like how they changed the light fixture. The moldings look good, but people are going to look at that and say, well, the carpets are pink. 95 out of 100 people are going to walk into this home and say, I'm going to have to rip these carpets out. Pink, blue, it's tough. Okay, so finished basement too. You've got an extra kitchen downstairs plus the pool. There's a lot of nice features. I think that if you can eliminate, here's our philosophy when we list a home, eliminate all of the objections that people would have in order to buy the home. If you do that, you land up at a 10, you're going to break records. You're going to crush, combined with a good marketing plan, combined with market timing and all the rest of it. That's how you really crush things. So Swindell 1.15. The game is, like, here's the other thing. Like, even I'm looking at the previous listing. when you get past $1 million, sometimes you got to list a little more aggressively to actually raise the bar up on these homes. 115 for the size of this home looks okay, but I think that pricing it less just kind of brings the activity. A lot of stuff in here too. Things like this off the counters. It's better to get them off. Green Park builds. This is what is frustrating for me about Green Park is they build these low cabinets and they leave this massive gap between the ceiling and the cabinet. It makes the whole kitchen feel low. So if I was buying a home like this, I would come in and I'd put those cabinets right up to the top ceiling. It's a 9-foot ceiling. But there's a lot of stuff in here too. There's just like this bathroom has way too much going on. Even in the master. Sure, it looks nice in person. There's just a lot of clutter and knickknacks. And the thing about listing photography is that you have to keep things simple in order for it to look normal in the pictures. These lights are like $2 a piece, and they've had them since I was a kid. So even if you look in the bedrooms, actually, I think it's the next shots. That's been around since I was a kid. Get it off. Pay $20, $25, get a new light fixture, and you're going to find your impression goes up. Light fixtures make a big, big difference. Same with these globes. Get them out. No one needs them. Some interesting stuff here. There's another shot of the powder room. There's 2 of them. I don't think it's that awesome that it needs 2 shots. There's also this kind of brick wall finish. It's a real interesting home. It almost has some sort of old-fashioned things going on. Anyway, 1.15. I see better value elsewhere right now for what's on the market. All right, so that's the list. Here's the thing about Daily Homes is that it's our job to kind of tell you what's in here as we're going through the list. That was the original idea with Daily Homes, is that I look through the list every day. I have these thoughts. What if I just removed the filter and just talked about them and then recorded it? So that's what we do. Not always politically correct, but we're here to be honest with you, and we do it because we care more, so you can worry less. So this is Chuck. This is Milton Daily Homes. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode.